Ladies and gentlemen, hi. It's your old pal Jason here, and, there are times where I think, good news, right? Things are happening, good things are happening. Maybe not all the good things, but, things are happening, and, what could be better than good things happening to good people, right? Just makes you feel good to be alive. Well, I'm here to tell you that I am not good people, and good things don't happen sometimes. As you may know, if you've been around for a while, see ya. We had to close. Well, we didn't have to close the old channel. The old channel got closed. So we moved, came to this new one. Take a look. It's pretty nice. And we had to, basically, I had to, what's a good way to say this? I kind of had to manipulate the copyright counterclaim thing with the old channel to give me enough time to download all my old videos. You just wait. So, got all the old videos downloaded. I just, a week ago, finished getting everything that was old uploaded. Had to replay some stuff. Been working on it. In fact, in my little folder here, I had 21 games that needed replayed. Either replayed or were brand new Let's Plays. There were a couple of brand new ones in there. Mostly they were replays, though. And, like I said, had just got all the old stuff uploaded, was ready to go with working on new stuff. Had the schedule for the rest of the year sorted out. Had the schedule for the first part of next year scheduled, figured out. Just so I would know how quick I could release videos. It's been obnoxious for some folks, I understand, and I apologize for that. I really do. But I didn't want this to take forever. I mean, I've been making stuff on the old channel since 2006-ish. And, it's 15 years of content. God, I hate saying that. I sound so much like Phil when I say that. That's a lot of years of work. And I didn't want it to take as long to add all of that as it did to do it the first time. So we pushed the uploads really hard to get them all done. So we could get back to work on doing new stuff. Right. And so a lot of that meant I had to go back and I just had to download all the old stuff, really. That's how that had to work. Just had to download it because there weren't 10 other options. So, this one breaks my heart. That is also loud. I apologize. I will try and clean up the audio a little bit. So, anyway, pushed, got everything downloaded. Got everything, descriptions downloaded, made a whole bunch of new thumbnails, got everything ready to go, got it all uploaded, and right now I'm deleting stuff that's not even close to going live. So I'm gonna have to do some scheduling again. And here's what happened. I don't know if this was the YouTube DL command line thing that I used to download some of this stuff. I think it was, because I believe this is how it works. I use two things to download these videos. Sometimes I just used YouTube Studio, which I have up right here. Pretend you can see it. I either used that if I had to download a single video for a game like Dear Esther or Little Girl in Underland, something like that. Single video, downloaded it that way. If I had a playlist, I defaulted to the 4K downloader, which is one I've had for a long time. I liked it so much when I first started using it. I actually bought a license for it. And it's been great. Really liked it. But At the time, it wasn't super reliable. It still has some issues where it just it will parse playlists for a very long time sometimes. So couldn't do much with that. But I used that and YouTube DL, which is a command line thing. I think it's originally a Linux thing, but I used that for a little bit. And I had a friend helping just because I couldn't be around long enough to get everything downloaded. Because I got a job. I had to go do that job. So I was doing that. Friend was doing that. Got everything downloaded. They brought me a external hard drive that had everything on it that they had got. I bought a new external hard drive. It's sitting over there. Get everything on it that I'd got. Combined it all. We're good to go. So I start uploading some of the videos, and every once in a while I get an error. I get a video that's uploaded, but it won't encode. And it won't encode because somewhere in that video, during the download/conversion phase, from the WebM file format to the MP4 format, something broke. A couple of frames got lost. I don't know. Something happened. Those videos didn't work. They're gone. So I replayed the games that needed to be replayed. They were missing multiple parts. A couple of videos, or a couple of games, like Final Fantasy VIII. I had to do one video. And that one video way at the end of the game. So I had to play through all of Final Fantasy VIII to record like a 20-minute part to get the game uploaded in full. I had to do that with a bunch of games. Final Fantasy VIII was one, Final Fantasy VII was another. So once that started happening, I started kind of checking around, making sure everything looked good. Because what I noticed, some of these uploads that were breaking, I would go and look at the video file. And instead of being a couple or a few hundred megabytes, it would be a few dozen. So instead of being like 312 megabytes or whatever, it was like 42 megabytes. Well, that's a broken video. So that's how I found a lot of these bad ones. Recently, I've been going back and trying to make some better thumbnails, some more interesting thumbnails. So instead of going video by video, manually figuring this stuff out, I've got a little program that takes a video, bloop, and then pulls out at random 10, 12, 50, however many thumbnails I want. And been going through that, and it's been pulling some errors on a couple of these videos. So I'm like, well, that's weird. Let's go look at that. So, this started with Bastion, my old Bastion Let's Play. Video 9, video 10 wouldn't give me anything. So I go watch video 9, video 10. Video plays fine. There's no sound. That's bad. So I go to YouTube, and I look up episode 9 and episode 10 of Bastion. Video plays fine. There's no sound. So I start doing some digging, some investigation, you might say. And I start finding that a lot of these videos, all of them, in fact, which is a lot of them, that are having this problem are all WebM files that never converted. So I dump one into my video editing software. Maybe there's a video or an audio track in there I can work with. And no, there's not. So that means I've uploaded everything. The entire back catalog that is done is uploaded. Now I got to find all these WebM videos on my hard drive, compare and contrast those to the videos that I've uploaded, and if they don't work, I got to take them down. And I'm not going to do any of this speed run through 20, 30 hours of gameplay to do the 20-minute thing. Not doing that anymore. I did it enough times. I don't want to do it anymore. So I did a search on the hard drive, a little asterisk.webm, and pulled up, I couldn't tell you how many folders or files, There were a few. There were probably 24 or so. I said I wasn't going to tell you how many, and then I gave you an approximation. It's different. That's a trick I learned from Aaron Rodgers. I'm not vaccinated, but I'm immunized. There you go. That's what he said. Anyway, so I start going through, and What at one point was 21 games that needed replayed has now grown to 48. And I'm a little upset about it because guess what's on that list? Final Fantasy VII's on that list, and Final Fantasy VIII is on that list. And those are games I had already gone through and done. So now I've got to do them again because it's multiple episodes of different parts of the game. And sometimes it's easy to kind of find a spot and jump into it and go back and say, all right, this was, like if it's a Mega Man game. Oh no, I have to fight Heat Man again. Well, that's easy enough. But I had to replay La Mulana, the 2012 remake, because there was episode 22 was broken. And I would really have to watch the entire 21 episodes before that and after that to make sure I stick with what I did, and I didn't want to do that. So that list that has grown from 21 to 48 now includes a couple of short games. There's some Mega Mans, just going to redo them because those won't take very long at all. Punch-Out shouldn't take very long. Some of them I'm not too concerned about. Legendary Wings. Dear Esther was one that came up. That one's going to be easy because that's an hour. But then some other games came up, and those games include Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX. Those are all in there. They have to be redone. Also, Final Fantasy Adventure, which was a co-op game I did with Ragnats, so that's probably not going to be a co-op thing anymore. Treasure Hunter G, which is one I streamed a long time ago. That one's going to need to be redone. Diablo 2, which I really didn't want to do again. And I may not. I just may not do it. Because Diablo 2, by yourself, kind of boring. It would really have to be record the footage and do something else on top of the footage. Which is fine, but that ends up making, a 30-minute video is 30 minutes of footage and then me doing 30 minutes of something else, which makes my effort into one of those videos an hour, and I don't want to put that much time into it. So, uploads may be a little spotty, is what I'm here to tell you. I'm going to attempt over the next week to get everything that's ready and already uploaded that is, December, January moved up, so I can start working on some of this new stuff. Or replays of stuff I've already replayed, which, again, I'm not looking forward to. I've got to delete all the old stuff off of YouTube, which I'm doing that right now. The very last of Final Fantasy VII is going away. And I don't know why this takes so long. There's 4 videos. It's been going for 5 or 10 minutes. Shouldn't take that long. But good news is something like Breath of Fire 3, don't have to do that one over. I'm Decap Attack, which I really didn't like. Don't have to do that one over. Chaos in the Windy City, the Michael Jordan game. You gotta do that one. And I don't have to do it, but I want it to be complete. This is stuff that existed. I'd like it to continue to exist. So, what's gonna happen? And normally this would be a state of the channel thing, but it's gonna hit before that. There we go. That's done. So let's try. Did we get all of 8? We did. Did we get all of 9? Nope. And I'm a little bummed about some of these because I tried to do as complete a job as I could with Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. I wanted them just, boom. Good. You know what I mean? Tried to 100% everything as much as I could. Didn't happen. Anyway. Well, sometimes it did. So, I'm going to be, like I said, shuffling some stuff around. You might see something get uploaded that had already been uploaded. Mega Man X2, for example. I think Dear Esther. Bastion. Stuff like that you're going to see get uploaded, and it's already been there. And I apologize for that. But then you're going to see some stuff. It's going to be a new Let's Play that, hadn't been made public yet. Like Little Samson or Phantasy Star. And Phantasy Star, ain't gonna lie, that was pretty bad, the first one. So I think it'll be better this time. But that's what's happening with that. There are some console games that need to be redone. Looking at my list, Gungrave. Gungrave is one. I need to redo Gungrave. I need to redo Just Gun. I need to redo Okage. These are PlayStation 2 or GameCube games that I can't really emulate. Gun doesn't emulate very well. I've got another GameCube game I need to redo, which is Mega Man X Command Mission. That one emulates just fine. So some of these might get put off for a little while because I want to get a better capture device than the one I have. Part of the issue is these are old games and the consoles don't broadcast at a high resolution, and my Hopog here kind of crummy when it comes to working on some of that stuff. So some of these might go out later than I want them to. I'm going to book it. I'm actually taking some time off here in a week or two, and I might just power through a bunch of these real short games just to get them up and ready to go. Things like Mega Man 2, 5, 6, and 7 all need redone. I mean, I can get Mega Man 2 done in an hour, and I can get Mega Man 5 and 6 done in probably an hour and a half. So that's not going to be too bad. Plus, those weren't going live till end of January anyway. But I just, wanted to let you know. This is what's happened. This is what's going on. This is what I'm going to be working on. So if there's something you were looking forward to that you might have to wait a little longer for, I'm sorry. If there's something you were watching that's going to be gone, I apologize for that as well. It's not because I wanted it to happen that way. I really and truly did not want to have to do another 27 replays. I had new stuff I wanted to work on. I legit had some new stuff I wanted to work on. We'd done Batten Kaitos. I wanted to do Origins, the prequel. We had done Gungrave. I've got the Gungrave sequel. I wanted to do that, but it's going to have to wait a little bit. There's some new stuff coming up anyway that's done, uploaded, all ready to go. A couple of PC games. I've got Dragon Quest IX ready to go. No Dragon Quest game screwed up, which there's one episode of 7 that didn't work, and I had to fix that. But anyway, Jordan. Sorry, Michael Jordan. Nobody likes you anymore anyway. That's what's gonna go on. I need to eat some food. I do not need to drink this, but I'm going to drink this because I've earned it. Let's say that. So I'm going to do my best to get as much of this done as I can so I don't have to put off the new stuff getting uploaded and going live next year. But it ain't gonna happen. There's no way I can get all of this done, edit the things that need to be edited, encoded, uploaded, all of that. Final Fantasy VII was 96 hours. And we 100%ed that game. And I don't have 2 weeks. That's more than 2 weeks to just, sit and do the whole thing. I don't have the time to do that. So some of this stuff, unfortunately, may not be done in the time that I wanted it to be done. But I'm going to work on it. I'm going to sit down tonight. I'm going to work on... Well, I could get Legendary Wings, Mega Man 2, 5, 6, 7 done tonight. Mega Man X2 wouldn't take very long. Metroid wouldn't take very long. Monster in My Pocket won't take very long. Dear Esther takes about an hour. So some of this stuff will go relatively quickly. Some of it won't. And that's what is kind of breaking my heart. Anyway, I'm going to keep cleaning up the stuff that's broken. And, yeah. Appreciate the use of your head for these few minutes. I don't know.